Hey Key, hi! So today we will talk about another noun case. It's called Accusative Case. So, all about Accusative Case. When do we use it? With the nouns. As you know, if it's nouns, then also personal pronouns, demonstrative pronouns. And let's start. So, what is the case itself and what does it do in Latvian language? You can read and find out in this quote here. So, accusative case. When do we apply accusative case? So this time, at this slide, you will see all the occasions, like the majority of them, and then more in detail about each of the points here. So first of all, accusative is used as a direct object of the sentence and it answers to the question ko. So if you feel like after this video, if you still don't understand what is it direct object, so I would suggest you to watch the recording of another video which is called the basic word order in a sentence. So maybe that would help you to realize what is it. So we use accusative case with the verb vajadzēt, also with the verbs saukt, interesēt un traucēt. Saukt to call, not to call on the phone but with the voice. To interesēt, I think you can guess the meaning here, to be interested in. Un traucēt, to interrupt or to disturb. And accusative is used after all of these prepositions if the noun what follow the preposition is in a is in the singular form. So after prepositions ar, caur, par, pret, starp, uz with the meaning to, up, par, pa and gar. Also, if you don't know the meanings, it will be there a little bit later. And the information, how long and how often something is happening, cik ilgi, cik bieži. Also, this information will be given in accusative case. It means the endings must change to accusative for numerals, for nouns, so adjectives as well, of course. And then saying how much something cost, so maksā, cik maksā. So everything after cik maksā, the answer to this will be in accusative. And that's just rarely used, and maybe for more advanced students, not for complete beginners, but sometimes you will hear the Latvians are using accusative case when they call a person. And so let's start. Accusative endings. When we apply accusative ending to accusative case, it means we must change the ending of the noun. Yeah, if it's a noun in a dictionary forms ends s, so we must use it to change the s. We replace endings. Yeah, you replace s to u, and so on with all the declensions like that. So if you pay attention to the accusative case, as you can see, there is only two endings, u or I. So basically you can make a mistake just once, right? You said it with u, it wasn't right, so I should be I then. And if we look at the plural forms, the most common will be u, yeah, as you can see, because you have lots of words in the first and fourth declension, so u would be more very common ending. And the masculine plural form would be us, just add s. And feminine plural forms, it doesn't change at all. So basically they stay exactly the same as they were in the dictionary form. Yeah. So please remember, or if you don't know, just please keep in mind that these endings, first declension ending, plural as well, fourth declension ending, and this one, plural as well, will be endings for adjectives in accusative case, numerals in accusative case. Yeah. Also, mans and taus, possessive, my and your. All the words that goes in agreement with the noun. When they must match the noun, numerals, adjectives, mans and tavs, also question word, kāds, kāda, kurš, kura. So they endings won't have three different, but they will have one equal to the first for masculine and equal to the fourth for feminine. So if your noun is in accusative, your adjective and numeral also. And you will see that in the sentences now. So direct object, so basic structure of the word order in the sentence is subject, verb, object. So someone does something. Subject is that who, and then does, and then what. And what is an object, and that noun must be in accusative case. Es lasu grāmatu. So I am the subject. Es, I read a book. Es lasu, and grāmata with dictionary form would be ending a, so it will change to u, grāmatu. Andris meklē darbu. So Andris is looking for a job. Andris is the subject, he is the one who does something, right? Meklē and darbs become darbu. Es redzu tevi, I see you. So again, I am the subject who sees you. You are an object. So and you is in accusative case. So es become tevi, personal pronoun es become tevi in accusative case. Es tevi redzu would be more common structure of the sentence. We love to use two pronouns in a row and then the verb. Jānis mīl Annu. Jānis is the one who loves Anna. Annu, Anna become Annu because it's an object. Then we know who does what. And in the sentence Anna mīl Jāni. So Anna is in a dictionary form or nominative. And Jānis become Jāni. It means it's an accusative. And Anna is the one who loves Jānis. Right? And what happened? It's froze. There you go. Mēs pērkam māju. We buy house. So we are the ones who are buying a house. Māja become māju, an accusative. And remember, in Latvian, the word order could be other way around. You can start with māju pērkam mēs, and it's still that we are the ones who buy the house. As long as mēs is in nominative and māju in accusative. If the endings are right, then the word order is not so important. What do you think in this sentence? Peli ķer kaķis, kaķi ķer suns. Who is catching whom? Ķert is to catch. Who is catching whom? There is a mouse and cat and dog. Read the sentence and think. If you need more time, stop the video. If not, let's see the picture. And the picture looks like this. Is that the right way? Who is hatching whom? Did you get it right? And that would be the more common structure. Suns ķer kaķi, kaķis ķer peli. In this sentence, probably you would easily realize who is catching whom. Suns is a dog, so he is catching the cat. Kaķis become kaķi. And kaķis, again a subject in nominative, is catching a mouse. Peli. Pele become peli. And this sentence is the same, is happening the same action, just the word order is different. So the accusative question word is ko. So it means when we want to find out this information, we ask question word ko. Ko tu lasi? The answer is grāmatu. So ko, accusative's question word. Answer in accusative. Grāmatu. Ko Andris meklē? Ko Andris meklē? Darbu. Ko tu redzi? What do you see? Tevi. I see you. Ko Jānis mīl? As you know, Jānis mīl Annu. Annu is the right answer. But if I change the question word to kas, which also means what and who, kas, then the answer is kas mīl Annu. And the question is, who loves Anna? And the answer would be Jānis. Ko mīl Anna? Vai ko Anna mīl? Anna loves Jāni. Jāni. Kas mīl Jāni? Who loves Jānis? The answer is Anna. So kas is a nominative question and asks for a subject of the sentence, and ko is accusative question word and asks for as object of the sentence. Ko jūs pērkat? Māju. Let's move on. Vajadzēt. So vajadzēt is one of the strange verbs which is used with subject or logical subject in dative form, then the verb vajadzēt, and then it's followed by accusative. So no need for nominative form at all. Vajag, vajadzēja, vajadzēs. So it has one present form, one past, and one future form. And it doesn't change for person. So it could be anything in dative. Man vajag, tev vajag, mammai vajag, kolēģei vajag. Any noun or person or pronoun in dative. For example, politiķiem vajag reklāmu. So politicians in dative, politiķiem, so they need an advertisement. Skolotājiem vajag lielāku algu. Teachers need a bigger salary. Bērniem vajag saldumus. So kids or children needs sweets. Vecākiem vajag pacietību. Parents need patience. As you can see, it's all in accusative. Pacietība become pacietību. Saldumi, sweets is a plural. Saldumus. Alga become algu. And pay attention that lielāku is a bigger, so it's an adjective, and it goes in agreement with the noun and also takes the accusative ending. Same in the next sentence. Visiem vajag ļoti labu veselību. Means that all people or everyone need a very good health. Laba veselība is a good health. Veselību in accusative and adjective follows the noun and takes also accusative ending. Pagājušajā gadā mums vajadzēja sejas maskas. Last year we needed face masks. Mums vajadzēja maskas. So maskas is a feminine plural form and it actually doesn't change from the nominative plural. Sejas is another noun, describes what kind of masks, and if there is two nouns in a row and one describes another, this one is in genitive case. Ko tev vajag? Can you answer the question? Ko tev vajag? If you want me to check your answer, write it in the comments. Ko tev vajadzēs rīt? Ko tev vajadzēs rīt? And then there is two songs on YouTube. You can copy the name of the song and listen and try to hear the word vajag and maybe what is needed as well. So let's move on. 3 more verbs. Saukt, interesēt, traucēt. The one you know already. You learned it, I believe, in your first ever lesson of Latvian language. These verbs will be used with a subject in accusative case, and then it will be followed by a nominative. It's like upside down sentence. Kā tevi sauc? Kā jūs sauc? You know that, right? And my answer is mani sauc. Mani sauc. So tevi is tu in accusative. Use doesn't change, the same. Mani is s, personal pronoun s, in accusative case. Mani sauc. So with the verb saukt, we're supposed to use it like that with accusative. Kā viņu sauc? So viņu would be what's his or her name. Viņu sauc. That his or her name is. As maybe you know, maybe don't. So kā tevi sauc, the question itself literally doesn't mean what is your name. It means how are you called by others. That's why the verb saukt is to call. Kā viņus sauc, viņus is a plural form, would be what's their names. Viņus sauc, so we repeat the same. Kā viņas sauc, so something feminine plural. And the answer would be the same. Viņas sauc. So it's somewhere there. Yeah. Now let's move to the second verb, interesēt. Kas tevi interesē? Kas tevi interesē? So what is your interest? Or what's, I'm not sure about the English translation, entirely. But that's the idea. What are the things you're interested in? Kas tevi interesē? Mani interesē mūzika. So I'm interested in music. Mani interesē mūzika. Also, the same way we could ask about the verb traucēt. Kas tevi traucē? What is disturbing you? What is interrupting you? Mani traucē mūzika. No, again, could be occasion, when you can't concentrate because there is a loud music somewhere, maybe, or the music you don't like, or because I work in Old Town, sometimes I have street musicians. I can hear them very well, and then they play for hours and hours the same. Then it's sometimes also mani traucē. Kas tavu brāli interesē? So I'm asking about your brother, what's his interest? And as you can see, tavu brāli, brāli is in accusative, brālis become brāli, and tavs, your, as I mentioned before, same as adjective and numerals, mans and tavs also will follow the noun, and that's why tavs become tavu, s changes to u in accusative, tavu brāli. Kas tavu brāli interesē? And manu brāli interesē politika. So that's the pattern how we use a verb saukt in present, past, and the future. Interesē, so would be used with mani interesē, tevi interesē, so it doesn't change for the person. And past form would be interesēja un interesēs. Let's look at some samples. Short conversation. Ko tu sauci? Whom did you call? Like, Es tevi saucu. Es tevi saucu. Or another possible answer. Es saucu Jāni. So I called Jānis. Es saucu Annu. Anna. Vai tu mani sauci? Did you call me? What would be the best English word? Probably not to call, because call is, I think, basically by using your phone. But when you use your voice, I think there is another word more common to use. But you got an idea, Vai tu mani sauci? Nē, es tevi nesaucu. I didn't call you. Es saucu savu vīru, savu sievu. So I didn't call you, I called my husband or my wife. And again, es saucu, and that would be accusative forms here. Vai tevi interesē sports? Tevi interesē, are you interested in sports? Agrāk mani interesēja sports. Tagad vairāk interesē arhitektūra. So earlier or before I was interested in sports. Now I'm more interested in architecture. Vai es tevi traucēju? Vai es tevi traucēju? Am I interrupting you or disturbing you? Nē, tu mani netraucē. You don't. Viņš mani traucē. He is interrupting me. So again, we use traucē, present, traucēja in the past, un traucēs in the future. Prepositions. So then we have a translation of all the prepositions, and let's look at the real usage. Tātad, es eju ap strūklaku, so that's me, and es eju up, I walk around a fountain. Es eju ar balonu, I'm walking with balloon, ar balonu. Es eju caur golfa laukumu. So I'm walking through the golf field. Es eju gar stadionu. So I'm here. I'm not in the stadium. I am nearby and passing by. Es eju pa stadionu. So now I'm in the stadium inside, on the surface, and I walk there. So gar and pa usually are translated the same, but I would always say to my students, when it's gar, you are next to that thing. When it's pa, you are on the surface. Yeah. Es braucu gar policiju. So that's me in this car and I'm driving past the police. Es eju pār tiltu un domāju par latviešu valodu. It means that I am crossing the bridge, and I'm thinking about Latvian language. Es stāvu starp slimnīcu un bibliotēku un dzeru zāles pret klepu. So I'm standing between hospital and library, and I'm drinking medicine against cough. Uz veselību, it literally would mean to your health, but this phrase we use for bless you. And paldies par uzmanību. Thanks for attention. So par usually is used with the meaning about, but sometimes, not very often, but sometimes it could mean for, especially with the phrase together with paldies, paldies par, thanks for. Ejam tālāk, let's move on. Cik ilgi, cik bieži. So how often and how long do we do something? This information always must be in accusative. For example, vienu minūti. Sometimes Latvians would say, just a moment, like, vienu minūti, lūdzu. Yeah, they would use accusative case, not viena minūte. They will say, vienu minūti, lūdzu. 1 minute, please. Divas stundas. Divas stundas. So it's feminine plural form. That's why we can see it doesn't change from the dictionary form, 2 hours. 4 nedēļas, 4 weeks, again, feminine plural form, and doesn't change. Vienu mēnesi, 1 month. Vienu mēnesi. 2 gadus, 2 years. Yeah, gadi is masculine form, plural. Mēnesis is a masculine plural form, but singular. And it all changes to accusative endings. As you can see, that numeral changes too. Yeah, mēnesi in accusative, mēnesis, so is changes to I, and viens changes to vienu, s become u. Divus, accusative plural form. And gadus, visu gadu, the whole year, all year. At the same time, you could say visu vasaru, all summer, visu vakaru, all evening, visu dienu, all day. Cik bieži? How often? Katru dienu, every day. Ja, katra diena become katru dienu. O katru gadu, every year. Katru nedēļu, every week. Katru mēnesi, every month. Also, we could say how many times during the period of time we do something. And for these occasions, we need to remember the word reize, time, is a feminine form. So, vienu reizi in accusative, reize, e become I, and viens become vienu. Vienu reizi, mēnesī, in the months, or during a month. And that part is in locative with the long vowels at the end, because it's during or in that period of time. Vienu reizi nedēļā. One time a week or once a week, nedēļā. This part is in accusative and this part goes to locative. Vienu reizi gadā. Also, because reizi, singular form, can mean only one and nothing else, we can skip the word vienu. And we could say only reizi mēnesī, reizi nedēļā, reizi gadā. Plural form, already easier because reizes is a feminine plural noun. So divas, the number takes also feminine ending. Divas reizes gadā, 2 times a year. Divas reizes nedēļā, 2 times a week. Another form is katru otro gadu, every second year, literally. Katru otro gadu. Katru gadu, we know that. Otro, second. Dictionary form is otrais, would be otrais gads. And in accusative, otrais become otro. Yeah, for ordinal numbers, accusative ending is o. Katru trešo dienu, every third day. Trešo, again, is a third ordinal number, and in accusative it's o. So all 3 words are in accusative case. And vairākas reizes mēnesī, and several times a month. Cik ilgi jūs dzīvojat Latvijā? So answer to the question. Cik bieži jūs apmeklējat Latviju? Answer to the question if you don't live in Latvia. Cik ilgi tu mācies latviešu valodu? Cik bieži tu mācies latviešu valodu? And again, if you want me to check your answers, write down in comments. Next, cik maksā? How much does it cost? Yeah, if we use the verb maksā, and then the answer or the amount will be in accusative. Rozā kleita maksā 55 eiro. So eiro is non-declinable, so we can't recognize the case from the word eiro, but from the numeral piecus. If the price would be 50, then we wouldn't recognize accusative case at all, because 50 is non-declinable, eiro also non-declinable, so that would be simply 50 eiro. Yeah, and we wouldn't be able to see that accusative ending. Melnā kleita maksā 155 eiro. Yeah, the same. And remember, this us will be for all the numbers from, if the last number or digit is from 2 to 9. Yeah, singular viens would be vienu eiro. 51 eiro if it would be 51. 51 without S, yes, singular form. And the last thing, as I mentioned, this is mainly informative. If you see the Latvians over here, the Latvians sometimes are addressing a person not in the dictionary form of their name, but in accusative with the ending U. And this could be an explanation for that. So, uzruna, that's how we address someone. Only if we can change this to accusative for first and fourth declension nouns. And you will hear sometimes people could say Annu, kur tu esi, instead of Anna, kur tu esi. Both forms are acceptable. Mammu, ko tu dari? Mom, what do you do? So kids would rarely say mamma, ko tu dari? They would more common would say mammu or mam. Papu, nāc. Papus is kind of old version of the word tētis, dad, but some families still use it. Papus, and then it would be papu, nāc. Like that, come. And Paulu, ejam. Pauls become Paulu. There you go. And that's it today. Thanks for your attention. Paldies par uzmanību. I hope I explained some things. Please, if you have any comments or you would like to check me, how you're doing, how did you understand, please write it down in the comments and I'll be happy to help you. And I'll see you next time for the locative case. Jauku dienu, atā!